Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey there, welcome to Red State Update. This here Jackie Brawls.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for showing up to our little podcast in the aftermath of a racially motivated mass shooting. We're glad you're here. It makes us feel better.
You gotta hold on what you can to feel better in this world these days. I'll take it. Thanks for listening. It just how many times have we had to do one of these? Now, how many have we done these? 400 something? How many? That's a lot. Way too many of them.
I mean, probably half are after a mass shooting of some kind.
Mass shooting, racial, motivated shooting, just regular shooting, all kinds of shooting. I've lost count of how many times we've had to do something like this right after that. It's pitiful.
And it's you know that this it's messed up here in America. You know, it's messed up here in America when there is a hate crime mass shooting and we don't even let you have your mass shooting. Like Asian American women gunned down, six Asian American women dead, 6 Asian women dead in Atlanta. And it almost immediately became about some white dude's bad day.
Pitiful.
And I'm doing it now. I'm still talking about this white. So even when you're like, I can't believe they're making it about this white dude, we're still making it about the white dude.
White dude that had a bad day. I'm going to say any of those women had a worse day than this, whatever you want to call him.
The police come out. They say he had a bad day. Make it about sex. Asian women are sexualized, and that leads to discrimination. And I'm sure if you're online at all, you've heard a lot of this already about how shitty this country is to Asian women in particular, and especially in the aftermath of, what was that guy's name? He was
the bigot, the ignorant bigot. What did he do?
He's like a real loudmouth, just cruel, just mean
all the time. Yeah,
and he was the president. He was the president of the
United States. I should remember his name. He was, in particular, as of late, really laying it on thick for Asian Americans.
Wanted to make sure he knew, that you knew he was not going to stop endangering Asian citizens of this nation. Asian American, it doesn't matter, Asian American, Chinese Americans, to a lot of people attacking them on the street. Doesn't matter if any Asian at all is someone that a white man can inflict violence upon, especially if it's a woman. There you start getting entangled up with things again. Asian Americans have been begging us to pay attention to this for years and years, even before Trump. And, and then you wind up with 8 people dead. And then people have been begging us for years and years to pay attention to a lot of stuff. And then you wind up with, 8 people dead, 20 people dead, how many people killed by the police. This is the part where sometimes people get on our comments and go, when you talk about race, it's embarrassing. It is a little embarrassing that we have to keep talking about dead people who are not white people, who are killed by white people. It's a little bit embarrassing that we have to come on here and try to figure out how to, like, it is embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking too. Like, it doesn't matter. Like immigrants, immigrants feel the brunt of this. First generation immigrants, people who've been here for generations. Asian Americans who've lived on the West Coast for generations and generations. Doesn't matter. Trump did not care who he was endangering when he said, whatever, China flu, all that stuff. Whatever the cop in Georgia had on the T-shirts, he was he selling those shirts, or was he just thinking they were funny and took a snapshot at a Trump store? Are there Trump stores in Atlanta? I'm sure there are.
A few, yeah.
Asian Americans in particular have felt the brunt of a bunch of assholes who, Republicans in general, and it's not just Republicans, believe me. I saw plenty of people who hated Trump arguing that they should be able to say the words China flu on Facebook. Saw plenty of people who did not vote for Trump who thought they could make shitty 30-year-old racist Asia jokes. So this is not just because of Trump or because of Republicans, but Republicans in particular, really, they want you to know two things. They ain't racist. And number two, you can't keep them from being racist. It's like their hobby. They have two hobbies: denying being racist and making sure you know that you can't stop them from being racist. And somehow in the middle of all that, they find time to actually be racist. Like somehow they're finding time to go find a store that sells CDs to buy Morgan Wallen CDs. I don't know how they have the time. So under Trump, it was not a good time to be an Asian American, and it continues when this is something that leadership, even leadership of an asshole, even a racist leader, like somebody could have got out in front of this and tried to at least steer to protect the citizens of their country. Like, you can criticize the government of China. You can criticize the Chinese government. I mean, Trump was envious of the Chinese government and all the power they have. But you don't have to like bash just to what is he even? It's in the resistance Twitter when they go, it's the cruelty, and I'd be like, okay, come on. Like sometimes it's the money. But like this is a case where it was the cruelty. It was all twisted up with what he wanted, like him thinking he was, I don't know, negotiating and playing 3D chess with the Chinese government, I guess. But I think, and it was also kind of tangled up with Stephen Miller and immigrants and how, but also mainly just the cruelty of it, just the racistness of it, Man, he got votes from Black people. He got more votes from Black people. He got more votes from Latino people. I don't know what his Asian American votes were, but I'm going to say they probably went up. Like if he had just been a little nicer, like he could have won. Like it wouldn't have even been a contest. He didn't need that many votes in that many states. He could have, but maybe he would have lost races. I guess that's the 3D chess he's always playing. Like how mean does he have to be to keep all the racists voting for him?
Well, he got the whole damn Republican Party playing with him outside of Romney and maybe a couple others playing racist chess. One of them got up there and started the conversation. The same thing that you just said. I am not a racist, but by God, you cannot tell me I can't be racist. He was starting one of those and started off with in Texas, we got a tree and a rope. You're about to talk about racism. And that's how you start the conversation. I don't want to hear anything else you got to say after that. There ain't nothing left. That's all you need to say. Tree, noose, done. I don't need to hear anything else to come out your mouth. I know. I have pretty convinced. I know where the hell you're coming from. It's just so damn lazy. It's just lazy because damn well there's some of them Republicans that know. No, they've always flirted with it, but now it's just basic. You just racist now. That's just what you are. You just say it like old Trump did. I'm going to do it, and that's what we're going to do. And racists will vote for you. Yes, definitely. But it's just so lazy Republicans that are smarter than that, know what kind of shape the country's in, know damn well that there's people out there, let alone going to blow stuff up, keep shooting Asian people, on and on and on. Police still killing black people, and they're not, you could take steps just to make this a little bit better, but you ain't going to do it. You ain't going to do it because that takes work. It takes hard work, you lazy. I ain't going to say it. I ain't going to cuss on here. I ain't going to let them make me do it.
Kevin McCarthy saying that was it after this? It was, right? Or it was, I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, it was all leading up to it anyway. It's the Chinese sneaking across the border at the camps, on the border, the border crisis.
Oh,
it's always those people are not.
They're coming from Iran. They're coming from there. Oh, yeah, you name it. Mm-hmm. They're coming across here and they're bringing, whether they're going to rape you or not, who knows? But they could be terrorists or they're going to get you sick. Take your pick. That's who's coming across the border right now.
Marsha Blackburn calling Beijing Biden. Yeah, look, okay. The Chinese government is not a great government. Nobody's on the side of the Chinese government. But when elderly Asian Americans are being punched and beat and attacked in the street, just walking around their own neighborhood, people attacking them, then maybe this isn't the time to insist on your right to call it the China flu. Maybe if you value freedom of speech so much, you as a middle-aged white man should stop talking. Because I think what's going to finally do, if anything's going to do in freedom of speech, it's just a bunch of dumbass middle-aged white men going like, well, I thought it was, can't you take a joke? I thought it was funny. It's not going to be like, I voted for Trump the first time and then second time I got a little tired. It's going to be those people. Or like, it's not going to be Pepe the Frog. It's going to be, people are finally just going to be sick of you saying, well, I like Pepe Le Pew. People are going to be like, oh man, that Dr. Seuss, that racist anti-Asian Dr. Seuss drawing from that book does not age well this week. Like all this stuff leads up to these things, all these things that you're defending, like from Short Round to fucking Mickey Rooney to goddamn 16 Candles. Right, I mean,
watch your mouth.
We could name a bunch. Look, and I don't want there's a reason he killed women. There's a reason he made it about sex. I mean, Lord knows for many, many years, my primary personality quirks were sexualizing women. We're just talking about ass. So I am not the person on here saying you're wrong. It was wrong. Get out. Cancel you. I'm just saying, let's make it better now. We can make it better. You can make it better. Like, yes, if you could give money, you could go out, you could volunteer, or maybe you don't have all that time or money. Maybe you just get online, read about white supremacy, read about the history of Asian American discrimination, about the Chinese exclusion, all that stuff. Or maybe you don't have that much time. Maybe you just need to be aware, be ready to speak out as an ally. Or if you see something happening in the street, say something then. Or maybe you don't have any time at all. This is perfect. This is how you make things a little better by just not saying nothing. So many times you can make things better by just shutting your fucking mouth.
Hey, but yeah, you're right. You know what? Yeah.
Nobody needs to know that you're not giving away your Pepe Le Pew skunk tape. Nobody needs to know that you ain't going to throw away fucking Shadows and Fog. Just put all your racist stuff on like a racist shelf, and then you can have it. And nobody needs to build a room I think a lot of middle-aged white men have this room. It's called their house, where they put all their racist and sexist memorabilia from the past century and probably up to like 2016. And that's where all that stuff is going to live in the future because kids don't give a fuck about Pepe Le Pew.
Hey.
They don't need to see, they're not going to watch Slowpoke Rodriguez or like the racist Muppet shows. They don't give a shit. I'll bet you they don't give a fuck about the Muppets. I hate to say it.
Hey, watch him out. But no, children don't know. You say Pepe Le Pew to somebody, 20 years or younger, they don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Say, well, he was in Space Jam. You go, that's my mom's favorite movie. Just don't say it. Go live with Pepe Le Pew. Live you and the skunk. It's fine. It's fine. If we never hear, baby, it's cold outside again, do you really care? No, you don't really care. But if somebody says that on Facebook, you got to get on there. Just don't say it. Just don't say it. Don't make your jokes. Don't make the little jokes. Don't think. If you have to think, I don't know if I should say this or not. Oh, no, I should because, listen, we spent like 13 years saying things that we were like, should we say that? Oh, well, if we have to ask, we're supposed to say it. Look, this is like, and Ed's Lord looks at 40, 50, 26. You just don't say the thing. We should stop talking, Jackie. Every podcast we should take 5 minutes off it until we get into negative time, and then we'll have people mail us their podcasts.
Why?
Just don't talk. Be quiet. Shh. That's what we need. Be an ally. Be ready to stand up for people. Don't be ready to get on there and talk about how you thought this character was funny because of his accent. Like, well, people talk like that. Just don't say none. That's how you make things a little bit better. We can make things just a little bit better. Imagine if what you were about to say, could it fit on Fox News at all? Anywhere? Even like the fake Democrats they bring on, could they say it? Just don't say it. You don't need to say it. You don't need to argue about it.
They're saying it for you.
Plenty people are saying it for you.
They sure as hell don't need no help. Don't get on the computer and say stuff over and over again. We're not supposed to know whether anybody gives a damn about the superhero 4-hour superhero movie. I don't care one way or the other.
Are we gonna watch that?
It's 4 hours. I ain't gonna watch it in one sitting.
But if you don't watch it in one sitting, then you got to divide it up, and you're like, I got to do that again. Maybe better just get it over with.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be up for that. Not tonight, anyhow. I don't know how to do it. If you're going to run your mouth, try to run your mouth for people who don't hear enough about it. Try to give voice to somebody else. Nobody cares about whether you like Pepe Le Pew or not. I guess Republicans do. They care about that. There's people out there. Joe Biden went down to Atlanta. Good for him. And he's speaking, and I saw some people saying, he gives voice to this, whether he does it well or whether he falls down, gets up, whatever. He's saying that there's violence against Asian people in this country. That's important to say. That's important for him to say that out loud. Asian people, of course, ought to know this. Some of them all too damn well. But he's up there saying it. I remember a lot of people of homosexuals. When Obama was the first president to ever say anything good, you give voice to people that don't have it.
You may be against Obama now, but Obama paved the way for you to hate Pete Buttigieg. Wouldn't be possible.
You couldn't be irritated by him and his little husband running around being the kid. He lets you cuss them out.
I don't know about little husband. I don't know if that's.
They're both little, ain't they? They're both short, ain't they? I don't know. I didn't make that.
See, this is the 5 minutes that we should. So listen, folks. Yes, don't give voice to people whose voice is usually drowned out by people arguing that stereotypes are funny. Subverting stereotypes. We used to think that was what you need to. No, stereotypes exist, then you subvert them. I mean, just don't do the stereotypes. Just don't bring them up. That's how you get rid of stereotypes. Then
some of these things are so ingrained on Americans, myself included. I find myself saying stuff. I shouldn't have said that. I didn't. I can't remember. You know, if you're going to get into stereotypes, at least think about it in terms of how not to say things that will offend other people, individuals.
Yeah, it's not about people say fuck your feelings and all that stuff. But this stuff ends up being more than fucking feelings. It ends up people getting beat on the street. That's why the leadership makes a difference. That's why Biden saying this is happening gets through, and your grandparents hear about it. Instead of Trump acting like nothing is happening and paving the way for even more to happen. So history of racism, America racist the entire time leading up to Trump coming down that escalator. And then he just threw open the floodgates, and it's out in the open. It's encouraging people to do more. It's definitely encouraging people to do more. It's encouraging people to really air their grievances and feel like they're losing their country when they've got all the power. They're the ones that are fucking killing everybody. And they get mad about it. And then we live in a country where it's so easy to other people and to make other people feel if you're not white. It's white supremacy, folks. We're talking about. If you're just joining us, we're talking about white supremacy. It's so easy for white people to other anybody who's not white. So you've got caravans coming across. It's a crisis at the border. I mean, it is a crisis because these kids need to not be in a fucking camp. And then you've got the county where the racist anti-Asian cop was talking about the guy's bad day is Cherokee County. I mean, everywhere you look is a reminder. So it's hard. It is going to be hard for us to shake all this off and move past it. But we can do it. And it just starts with little steps. Like, just don't fucking say the racist thing you want to say. Well, that's not racist, is it? If you ask a question at the end, that means it is. So just don't say it. Maybe it's not. Who gives a shit? Nobody gives a fuck. You don't have to post on this thing.
All right.
You don't have to make the joke. You don't. When all this shit was coming over, I hope to fucking God the next time there's a pandemic that we don't get so fucking like people just insistent on calling it, it's from China. Well, they did, it's just, if it was the Murfreesboro flu, nobody'd be trying to kill a bunch of people from Murfreesboro. If Murfreesboro, people wouldn't be chasing me down, trying to beat me up. Maybe they would. I mean, it's usually 2 or 3 people. But it ain't because of my race.
Listen to how screwed up things are in this country right now. I'm going to call it, I need to call it China flu, which, of course, the president, ex-president, shithead, excuse my language, I don't get mad, said that on his least favorite channel. You know how much he hates Fox News. Remember, he hates him. Fox News, what had happened to them when he was on there, he, on the same damn day, had to say it.
Mm-hmm.
But you got people in this country saying, look, first off, it ain't real. But if it is real, it's China did it. The arguments don't make any sense. Nothing makes any damn sense anymore, people.
The one party, this is one of those, folks. Sorry. I don't know what, I hope you're ready for stammering rants. One party in this country We do toggle back and forth between like the centuries of white supremacy and really narrowing down on the Republicans because they're making it. One party thinks we should be able to die 24/7. I think that's why they don't give a shit about mass shootings, especially when it's not white people. But even when it's white people, even when it's children, they don't care. That really should have been when we knew there was a turning point.
When the pandemic started, and I ain't gonna wear no damn mask. It make funny of you if you do wear a mask. We know who started that. We know who put that out there. Hell, if he had just said, you were talking about how he could have won. If he'd have just said wear a damn mask at the beginning of it,
he would have won.
He would have won. There wasn't near many people die, but he's up there saying all of this. Wear a damn mask. Don't wear a damn mask. I forgot where I was going. I get so frustrated. I didn't even know what the hell I was trying to say. I get.
There's that. This will probably jog your memory, Jackie. The Republicans are anti-democracy now. They're pro-gun to the extent of they just want everybody walking around with a gun. So Tennessee just passed no permit carry, so you can just carry. You get your gun, you just carry. You got your gun with you all the time. Everybody's just walking around. It's like the old West. Don't care who gets shot. Don't care about mass shootings. They don't care about people overrunning the Capitol. They don't care about people.
That's it. When they were saying all the people I ain't wearing no mask, there ain't no flu, everybody started using the term death cult. First time I heard, well, except for like devil people and stuff, like it's a damn death cult, all this stuff. But that made me thinking everything you're saying, every kind of gun known to man, everybody needs to own one. And on top of it, let's take a damn health care away. You ain't gonna get no damn health care. They want you to die. All the stuff to do about, the damn global warming, hell with that. Now I want more of us to die by such and such time. Trump let all them regulations. I'm gonna dump as many chemicals in every damn stream I can in this country. We're going to kill you one way or another. Abortion, we don't like abortion because, by God, we want to be the ones to kill you when your mama gets you out there. We want to do it. Don't let nobody take any of them from us.
You want to protest all this? Too bad we just passed a law that said people can drive a car through you. You want to vote us out? Sorry, you can't vote no more if you ain't white. I mean, you can, but you have to wait in a 36-hour line. But we just passed a law that said you can only wait in line 35 hours. And you can't drink water or go to the bathroom. Like you can't go to the bathroom 2 weeks before you come vote. These are not really that different from the laws they're actually passing.
They're doing it. They did it in Georgia. They're doing it up in New Hampshire. They're going to do it. And once they get it done, you watch other states follow suit. It's what they're going to do.
The Violence Against Women Act, when was that? That was this week, right?
That was a day after they shot 8 people down in Atlanta. The very next day, Republicans, hell no, violence. No, we're not going to vote for that. And you know the reason why? You want to know the little stickler, the one thing that just bothered them so much? I can't support this. Of course, we don't want no violence against women. But when you pass this, it means that every stalker, every person convicted of domestic violence, it means those people don't get guns.
We can't have that.
We want everyone to have guns. Let me make it clear, perfectly clear to you, everyone. We don't care how crazy, don't care how racist, don't care how you could be the most charming, lovely, least violent person in the world. I want every damn one of you gonna have a gun. You're gonna have a gun. And we'll see where the chips fall after that. Give everybody a gun and sit back. What?
Pro-killing, pro-dying. That's their platform.
The guy down in Atlanta went and bought the gun the same day he went out and killed people. You can't vote, and you can't sign up to vote on the day you're supposed to vote and be able to vote. No, sir, can't do that. But you can buy a gun and shoot people in the face. Kill whoever you want.
We can't get rid of in Tennessee. We cannot get rid of a statue of the founder of the Ku Klux Klan. It has been years. There's committee votes. There's people saying, if you do this, I'll what are they threatening to do? There's some Republicans saying that they'll primary the. I don't even know. I can't even remember. Obviously, I need to. It was something. Listen, it was whatever it was. It was like, I can't believe this son of a bitch is an actual person, elected official. But Tennessee is going backwards. The country is going backwards. People are trying to drag it forward, and the Republicans want to keep it moving backwards. McConnell, they're trying to get rid of the filibuster so they can do some of the stuff that Biden promised to do. McConnell said,
hear him threatening. That's what he was threatening. Well, if you get rid of that filibuster, we'll make damn sure everybody gets a gun. Like, you're already trying to do that anyway. How's that a threat?
Yeah, abortion.
You won't nobody get an abortion. You've been doing that for. How's that a threat? That's what you've been saying for. Yeah, I mean, that's what you say every day in some form of fashion.
I mean, scorched earth is what we're going to have with climate change if we don't get some of this. You can't make scorched earth scorchedier. I mean, it's scorched. He's already scorched it.
I'm going to break a Senate that I already done broke if y'all try to fix it. That don't make a damn bit of sense.
You can only break something once. Your threats start to lose. I mean, you got Trump into the damn...
He's up there making all these threats. You know what? We learned a thing or two. Somebody did, I hope, whether it be me or you. I ain't in office, but I hope you learned a thing or two. If you don't like the rules the way they are and you in charge, guess what? You damn well change them. You can try to hold stuff up, but, next day, Democrats going to vote on this. What if the worst thing they're going to do this filibuster is make people stand up there and talk for 2 days straight? Who wants to see Lindsey Graham running his mouth after he had 8 Red Bulls and probably got something in his pants that he can pee in? No, don't put the country through that.
I don't want to see Lindsey Graham pee in his pants.
Why?
Yeah, I don't want to see Lindsey Graham pee in his pants.
That's a movie.
I don't want to see him... There's a movie of Lindsey Graham peeing in his pants?
No, Starboard. You got on to me when I said I didn't have to see it. They could have told me about it later. And you said, no, I won't see him pee all over himself. And I said, no, he could have said
that's right.
I was trying to say they could have just said, they could have got home. She could have been mad and like, why'd you have to pee all over yourself there at the award show or whatever it was? But no, had to look at it.
It's like Chekhov's piss pants. You don't say somebody is going to pee their pants and then never show them peeing their pants. Or you don't say, why'd you pee your pants at the MTV Awards or whatever? And now I'm going to wash them, take them off. Like you won't see him pee his pants. It's just the way it is. So I guess maybe this talking filibuster would work as long as I could see Lindsey Graham pee his pants. Because now that we've talked about it, I guess I need to see it happen.
No.
I want somebody to pee their pants up there. Somebody trying to do whatever. Like, I just don't think this minimum wage should be 15. Oh, no.
Dunlap, I'm going to guarantee you right now, 100% sure, you don't get to see it, but there are people, a lot of them up there peeing the pants every day. I guarantee it. But thank goodness we got the pens, yeah.